Hi, mathematicians. It's Miss Bugden. I'm really excited. Today we're going to solve some story problems. Miss Bugden loves story problems. I love story problems because when I hear a story, I like to close my eyes and imagine the story happening in my mind. I close my eyes and I picture what the person is telling me like a movie or like a TV show in my head. And it's so cool to see these story problems come to life in my mind. So we're going to try that together now, okay? All right, I invite you to close your eyes and you're going to start to picture what Miss Bugden is sharing. 4 frogs were sitting on a large log next to a brook. One more frog hopped onto the log to join them. Open your eyes. Ooh, I bet some of you saw some pretty cool movies. Who can share what they saw in their mind? Yeah, you saw frogs. What were the frogs doing? That's right, they were sitting on a log. What happened next? Yeah, another frog came to join them, right? Came to see what the fun was all about. Cool. Yeah, you said you saw some water and the log was really big and right in the middle of the lake, the pond. Very nice. Nice detail. Okay. This time we're going to read the story problem together again, but this time Miss Bugden will read it and you can look at the words, okay? And when we read it this time, I want us to pay attention to the numbers in the story. Okay. All right. 4 frogs were sitting on a large log next to a brook. One more frog hopped onto the log to join them. What numbers do you see in this story? Yeah, you see the number 4. Good. I'm going to circle the number 4. 4. And I'll write the number 4 too. 4. What other number do you remember hearing? 1, yeah. One more. Good. 1. Nice job. Let's come up with an equation. Let's see. 4 plus 1. Yeah. What does the 4 represent? The 4 frogs, yeah. What does the 1 represent? The one more frog that joined in. Yeah. So this time Miss Bugden's going to read it again. And I want you to be thinking about what can we figure out? Because there's no question here yet. What questions are you wondering about that maybe we could solve in this story? Let's see. 4 frogs were sitting on a large log next to a brook. One more frog hopped onto the log to join them. What could we maybe figure out from this story? What do we wonder? You wonder what colors the frogs were? Okay, but that's not something that we can solve with the math right now. Yeah. How many frogs? How many frogs are there now on the log? That's a great question. Let me write that question down. How many frogs are on the log now? Clear the drawings. How many frogs are on the log now? How many frogs are on the log now? How could we solve that? Yeah. 4 plus 1 equals. Yeah. So today, friends, you're going to go off and you're going to solve this on your own. And there's also a picture on the next page to help you to solve it. Okay? You can decide to write an equation on Seesaw to show your thinking. You can decide to make a video explaining your thinking. You can also decide to draw your own frogs on a piece of paper and attach that to this math activity as well to show your thinking. We have one more problem that we're going to read, okay? I invite you to close your eyes. Get that movie ready. Get that popcorn. Get ready to listen. Get ready to visualize and have that movie come to life, okay? All right, the next story is, I see your eyes closed, good. The next day, 7 frogs were sitting on the large log next to a brook. One frog hopped into the pond. Open your eyes. Friends, what did you see? What did you see in your movie? Yeah, there were frogs on the log, lots of frogs, right? Yes. Oh, you remember 7, yeah. And then what happened? A frog went into the water. Yeah, good. So friends, just like we did before, we listened to the story. Here's the story again in the writing. I'll read it to you again, and afterward, I'm going to have you go off and solve it on your own, okay? The next day, 7 frogs were sitting on the large log next to a brook. One frog hopped into the pond. What question could we come up with to solve? What do we want to know? What do we want to know? Good. How many frogs are left on the large log? What a great question. How many frogs are left on the large log? Okay, friends, here's a picture. Here's a picture to help you solve this as well. And again, feel free to move the frogs around if you can on the seesaw, or you can write an equation, you can draw your own. We would love to see your thinking. We can't wait to see how you're thinking about these 2 story problems, mathematicians. Have so much fun. Bye.